can promise that this 4 nickel tucked on my hip, that bitch Obama black. See a target, lock onto it, then demolish that. My shooters got...
They got...
Welcome to the fucking show.
Welcome to the show, have a seat, my nigga, recline back. Real niggas making a speech, so acknowledge that I never turn bitch to the op. And I can promise that this 4 nickel tucked on my hip, that bitch Obama black. See a target, lock onto it, then demolish that. My shooters got...
They got...
Welcome to the fucking show.
Welcome to the show, have a seat, my nigga, recline back. Real niggas making a speech, so acknowledge that I never turn bitch to the op. And I can promise that this 4 nickel tucked on my hip, that bitch Obama black. See a target, lock onto it, then demolish that. My shooters got...
They got...
Welcome to the fucking show.
Welcome to the show, have a seat, my nigga, recline back. Real niggas making a speech, so acknowledge that I never turn bitch to the op. And I can promise that this 4 nickel tucked on my hip, that bitch Obama black. See a target, lock onto it, then demolish that. My shooters got...
They got...
Welcome to the fucking show.
Welcome to the show, have a seat, my nigga, recline back. Real niggas making a speech, so acknowledge that I never turn bitch to the op. And I can promise that this 4 nickel tucked on my hip, that bitch Obama black. See a target, lock onto it, then demolish that. My shooters got...
They got...
Welcome to the fucking show.
Welcome to the show, have a seat, my nigga, recline back. Real niggas making a speech, so acknowledge that I never turn bitch to the op. And I can promise that this 4 nickel tucked on my hip, that bitch Obama black. See a target, lock onto it, then demolish that. My shooters got...
They got...
Welcome to the fucking show.
Welcome to the show, have a seat, my nigga, recline back. Real niggas making a speech, so acknowledge that I never turn bitch to the op. And I can promise that this 4 nickel tucked on my hip, that bitch Obama black. See a target, lock onto it, then demolish that. My shooters got...
They got...
Welcome to the fucking show.
Welcome to the show, have a seat, my nigga, recline back. Real niggas making a speech, so acknowledge that I never turn bitch to the op. And I can promise that this 4 nickel tucked on my hip, that bitch Obama black. See a target, lock onto it, then demolish that. My shooters got...
They got...
Welcome to the fucking show.
Welcome to the show, have a seat, my nigga, recline back. Real niggas making a speech, so acknowledge that I never turn bitch to the op. And I can promise that this 4 nickel tucked on my hip, that bitch Obama black. See a target, lock onto it, then demolish that. My shooters got...
They got...
Welcome to the fucking show.
Welcome to the show, have a seat, my nigga, recline back. Real niggas making a speech, so acknowledge that I never turn bitch to the op. And I can promise that this 4 nickel tucked on my hip, that bitch Obama black. See a target, lock onto it, then demolish that. My shooters got...
They got...
Welcome to the fucking show.
Welcome to the show, have a seat, my nigga, recline back. Real niggas making a speech, so acknowledge that I never turn bitch to the op. And I can promise that this 4 nickel tucked on my hip, that bitch Obama black. See a target, lock onto it, then demolish that. My shooters got...
They got...
Welcome to the fucking show.
Welcome to the show, have a seat, my nigga, recline back. Real niggas making a speech, so acknowledge that I never turn bitch to the op. And I can promise that this 4 nickel tucked on my hip, that bitch Obama black. See a target, lock onto it, then demolish that. My shooters got...
They got...
Welcome to the fucking show.
Welcome to the show, have a seat, my nigga, recline back. Real niggas making a speech, so acknowledge that I never turn bitch to the op. And I can promise that this 4 nickel tucked on my hip, that bitch Obama black. See a target, lock onto it, then demolish that. My shooters got...
They got...
Welcome to the fucking show.
Welcome to the show, have a seat, my nigga, recline back. Real niggas making a speech, so acknowledge that I never turn bitch to the op. And I can promise that this 4 nickel tucked on my hip, that bitch Obama black. See a target, lock onto it, then demolish that. My shooters got...
They got.
Welcome to the fucking show.
Welcome to the show, have a seat, my nigga, recline back. Real niggas making a speech, so acknowledge that I never turn bitch to the op. And I can promise that this 4 nickel tucked on my hip, that bitch Obama black. See a target lock onto it, then demolish that. My shooters got...
They got.
Welcome to the fucking show.
Welcome to the show, have a seat, my nigga, recline back. Real niggas making a speech, so acknowledge that I never turn bitch to the op. And I can promise that this 4 nickel tucked on my hip, that bitch Obama black. See a target lock onto it, then demolish that. My shooters got...
They got.
Welcome to the fucking show.
Welcome to the show, have a seat, my nigga, recline back. Real niggas making a speech, so acknowledge that I never turn bitch to the op. And I can promise that this 4 nickel tucked on my hip, that bitch Obama black. See a target lock onto it, then demolish that. My shooters got...
They got.
Welcome to the fucking show.
Welcome to the show, have a seat, my nigga, recline back. Real niggas making a speech, so acknowledge that I never turn bitch to the op. And I can promise that this 4 nickel tucked on my hip, that bitch Obama black. See a target lock onto it, then demolish that. My shooters got...
They got.
Welcome to the fucking show.
Welcome to the show, have a seat, my nigga, recline back. Real niggas making a speech, so acknowledge that I never turn bitch to the op. And I can promise that this 4 nickel tucked on my hip, that bitch Obama black. See a target lock onto it, then demolish that. My shooters got...
They got.
Welcome to the fucking show.
Welcome to the show, have a seat, my nigga, recline back. Real niggas making a speech, so acknowledge that I never turn bitch to the op. And I can promise that this 4 nickel tucked on my hip, that bitch Obama black. See a target lock onto it, then demolish that. My shooters got...
They got.
Welcome to the fucking show.
Welcome to the show, have a seat, my nigga, recline back. Real niggas making a speech, so acknowledge that I never turn bitch to the op. And I can promise that this 4 nickel tucked on my hip, that bitch Obama black. See a target lock onto it, then demolish that. My shooters got...
They got.
Welcome to the fucking show.
Welcome to the show, have a seat, my nigga, recline back. Real niggas making a speech, so acknowledge that I never turn bitch to the op. And I can promise that this 4 nickel tucked on my hip, that bitch Obama black. See a target lock onto it, then demolish that. My shooters got...
They got.
Welcome to the fucking show.
Welcome to the show, have a seat, my nigga, recline back. Real niggas making a speech, so acknowledge that I never turn bitch to the op. And I can promise that this 4 nickel tucked on my hip, that bitch Obama black. See a target lock onto it, then demolish that. My shooters got...
They got.
Welcome to the fucking show.
Welcome to the show.
Yo, what's poppin', y'all? This is your boy Richie Carlisle, Quiet Taste Media, excuse me. We have a very special guest today. We got Tvicks and Mrs. Dean up here.
Right.
You know, from No Limit Affiliates.
Right.
I keep trying to tell y'all, man, you never know who we have coming through these doors. You never know, but it's an honor and a pleasure. I can't imagine anyone that's watching right now that's not familiar with your movement.
Right.
But for the few people that are not familiar with your movement, and before I say anything about that, I just want to give definitely shout out and respect. You know, right now these are the first married hip hop couple.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Gang.
So represent what we represent, like
Yes.
love. So because you know it's other people that other people that's married in the game, but to actually collaborate and drop an album together, we're the first to do that.
Right. You know what I'm saying? To drop a project together collectively. You know what I'm saying?
And that's some more music that y'all just heard that came up. But yeah, we the first to ever drop an album together. It's Tvicks and Miss Dean, man. It's amazing to be here in y'all lovely show. You
And
know,
thank you
man.
for having us.
You know, ANC in the building, Trillionaire in the building, that No Limit Tank in the building. So, hey, let's do it.
All right. So, again, they have a showcase going down June 17th in Barberton.
At the Masonic Hall.
All right, and you know, in a nutshell, they're looking for artists to put on.
Right.
Yes, sir.
You know,
Right, man, I gotta have that energy when we talking about the $1 Million Baby Showcase, though. I mean, this is not just the average show. I mean, this is the most biggest showcase you ever seen in the last decade right here. This showcase is different. It's different. I'm gonna tell you why it's different.
I was gonna ask you to
I'm
elaborate.
gonna tell you why it's
Elaborate.
different. I'm gonna tell you why it's different because usually,
Hold on. So, in Ohio, you
Right.
know, we hear about, hey, we bringing so and so,
Yeah.
and then you know, so elaborate. You know, what I'm saying?
I mean,
'Cause it's artists right now that's like, yeah, okay, what up, nigga? So,
I mean, yeah. Hey, but look, what I'm saying is I get pumped up because I'm pumped.
Mhm.
But see, I'm not getting pumped up to sell you on nothing because hey, if you know, you know.
Right.
You know, they seen us in Master P's house. They seen us in them pictures. They seen them videos of
They
us.
seen us trending on World Star.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, they seen people holding up our tree in there merchandise and said we got that tree in there gear. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Y'all
Rated
seen,
a 9 out
right,
of 10 as
right.
well.
Y'all seen this on the Master P review show. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Y'all done seen all that, but with all that saying is this artist showcase is different because this is for the artist by the artist. See, we artists ourselves,
Right.
so we know what you need.
Yeah.
We know what you need. Sometimes we spend money opening up for people that play the same role as we play. You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go open up for the baby, little baby, Carly B, something like that. But you playing the same, you interviewing for the same position they got.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They a star. You trying to be a star.
Mhm.
Let me bring the people that put them in place. So we got A&R, Dollar Bill, you know what I'm saying, that come in, PT the label, Miami Mike, you know what I mean? This guy was behind Soulja Boy, you know, Soulja Boy tell him, you know what I mean? So we got people like that coming in to hear your talent.
Right.
And you got Tvicks and Miss Dean sitting there. We looking for somebody to push because we know what it takes.
And we
But-
also have some special judges as well
Special
that have
judges.
very big platforms and
Yeah.
online presence. So
Yeah,
we got a lot
we
going
got
on.
special judges.
Radio stations, podcasts,
Right.
crazy exposure this night. Not only will you get to meet and greet A&Rs and people that deal with Universal Records and studios, but you'll also get a chance to be heard by not only the crowd, but then you'll also get a chance to do interviews, be on podcasts, and so on. So it's
Right.
so much going on revolving around this event that is crazy.
Right, so when you take people that trend on Warstar, we know what it takes to trend.
Yeah.
So we brought the people that's gonna help you trend. We brought the radio stations that's gonna help push your music. We brought the podcasts that's gonna help push your music. We brought the people that really break records. See, a lot of these DJs say they break records, but they don't break records no more. So we brought.
Explain what you mean.
So when I'm
Because
saying,
people say that, but I
Right,
want to like know.
Right. So what
Yeah.
I'm saying is if you a DJ and you got these people filling up these clubs every day, I mean, you dictate what they listen to because you play what you know what I mean. You the one playing the music, but you're not playing our music no more. You know what I mean? You playing the top 10, the top 25, top 100 Billboard. So really, Billboard's breaking records. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I went and got the guys that really want to play the guy that's undiscovered.
That's
I went and got the guys that, man, he gonna go live and he got 5,000 people listening to him every day, but he's gonna play your record. He's not gonna play top 100. He gonna play your record. But I ain't just bring him. I brought her. I brought him. I brought her. I brought him. I brought him. That's a lot of them in there. So when you add them numbers up, it's just as powerful as radio. You know what I mean? And that's what the showcase is about. A lot of people don't understand. It's not just performing in front of the A&R. The A&R there, yeah, he looking for talent too, but it's what you need. You need exposure before these guys really want to work with you. We providing the exposure right there.
Facts.
And the A&R right there at the same time.
Yeah.
That's why this showcase is different.
Yeah.
And we made sure it was...
So it's not just a scout.
Right,
No.
right. It's not just
You're
that.
gonna-
Or like so and so's cousin.
Right.
Everybody wins.
Who's the brother
Right.
of the dude that sells so and so dime sacks?
Right, you're
right.
actually gonna leave a winner.
Yeah, you're a
Regardless,
winner.
then we actually will have an ultimate winner that will get us a free slot or spot on the Summer Wave tour. So they have one sponsored by us. Not only that though.
So
this
talk about
is-
the tour.
Ooh, the Summer Wave tour.
We going everywhere.
Yeah,
We be
all
everywhere.
summer.
All
summer
summer
we're gonna
we
be
booked
working the Summer
and
Wave
busy.
tour.
You know what
Y'all
I mean?
can look it up. It's on all social media. Now that is the tour that we're also headlining, but we have a few other artists that'll be headlining as well. Crucial Conflict.
Crucial Conflict. That's Wild Style from Crucial Conflict.
Yeah.
Y'all might have heard of him smoking no
Hey,
in the middle of the bar.
That was how everybody. You know what? Here's the thing, man. You know what? Honestly, I love y'all energy because it's like y'all bounce off each other. You know what I mean? You ever been around couples where it's like they're like, not.
Swift Star, Busta Rhymes.
Right. So, quick question: like, how did y'all meet?
Before we answer that, I gotta finish this part
Go
about the
ahead.
showcase. I had to finish because I didn't get a chance to finish, not to cut you off. But what I'm saying is everybody is a winner when you enter. Everybody a winner when you enter because everybody gonna get way more exposure than you ever got. I mean, and these type of people that you need to hook
And
up
game.
with. Right.
We call it the $1 Million Baby Showcase, but it's also $1 million worth of game
In the building.
So
Right.
it's definitely worth it.
And that's what we trying to tell people. This what happened for us. This is why we sat down with Master P. This is why we did the work. We trying to make it so where it's a crash course where you can do it all in one night. So that's the big thing. But how did we meet? That's what you said, right?
How did y'all meet?
How did we meet? Me and this thing. How did we meet? You want to take that one? Go ahead. You take that one.
I mean, I put it in a song
Yeah.
off the album Zamunda.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of said.
Not the album, the movie.
I mean, that's the album we dropped, and I put it in there. I said one day I was chilling and my sis hit my line. She said that she met a nigga and his friends was hella fun.
Fine.
I said, fuck it, let me get the location and I come through.
Dude.
I done met a lot of niggas, but none of them quite
Like
like
you.
you. I'm just saying, I gotta put it in there. I'm just saying, that's our love story, and if y'all check that out, y'all see that that relates a lot to her. That's actually a factional story,
Right.
kind
We
of how we
met-
met and everything.
So in the nutshell, we met in my studio.
Yeah.
You know what
My
I'm saying?
sister went to audition.
Audition for my record
Yeah.
label, all in committee. Her sister came to audition, and she auditioned. She was cool. She liked it. Boom, boom. But she said, "Man, I'm gonna bring my friends back." You know what I mean? And she brought her back. She got out the car. She had a brown skirt on, and as soon as her
Notice the
Right,
intensity.
right.
Remember every
As
piece
soon
of
as,
that moment.
soon as the heel hit the
It was a
ground.
cold black night.
Right. So we
Right.
sitting on the porch. I'm sitting on the porch. Me and my best friend was back. His name Antonio Reynolds. He had played for the Giants, but he had got hurt. You know what I'm saying? So he back. You know what I mean? He back from playing for the Giants, and we sitting on the porch. And as soon as that heel hit the ground and she walked, I'm like, yeah, it's over. I'm gonna marry her. You know what I'm saying?
No lie
It's over
detected, no
with.
lie
I'm gonna marry
detected.
her. It's over with. You know what I mean? But I had one more test. She had to hear the music. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm so deep in the music. You gotta like my music, or you can't be with me. 'Cause that's all I play.
And mind y'all, he did not know I did any form of music or
Yeah,
anything.
didn't
at
know
the
she
time.
did music
So
at
my
all.
sister went to audition, not me. I just
Right.
came as a friend. I always did music and poetry, but I kept it on the low. It was just something for internal release. Like I would go through a lot of internal conflict, so I would just release it, as a stress reliever. If I felt the way, I would use my pen and pad. So like he didn't know this at all.
But I had a song called "Since the First Day" I was working on,
Yeah.
and it, it's on one of my albums that's out right now. Y'all can look it up. But I didn't have the song done. I just had the verse and the hook, and just Drake was hot back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, baby, you my everything.
My
you
favorite
all I
song at
ever
the time.
wanted. So this is what they listening to. So me, I'm competitive. So I said, man, I got something way better than that. You know what I'm saying? But this is my setup. I'm like, okay, if she like it, then hey, it's confirmed. So I played it. I played a record for her, and she liked it. You know what I'm saying? Then I played another song called Schofield for her. I just played the beat, and I played the beat. She's like, oh, she ran out of the studio. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna marry her. I can see it now. She feel it. She understand. She understand what we doing here.
That's what I was
you know
about
what
to
I'm
say
saying?
because he thought that reaction came from he didn't know I was into music and instrumentals and stuff. So that vibe came from it hit me on a different level. Cause I'm like,
Yeah.
ooh, I kill that too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, just bust a hot 16 real quick.
Nah.
Right then and there.
No, I didn't.
She ain't rap.
I didn't at all. He didn't know until maybe almost a year later.
Yeah, maybe 8 months. I didn't even
That
never
I
heard.
heard
I
music.
never heard her rap. I'm working on my album, Father Nature. I'm working on the album, and it's like almost like the Biggie Lil Kim story. Like she in the room, and we together now, and I'm like, you know, we've been together for a long time. Her sister keeps talking about she rap. I'm like, man, she don't rap. She ain't never rap. We got a
She
studio in the
snitching on me.
crib.
She
You know what I'm
dry
saying? Like her
snitching.
sister keep talking about like, man,
Straight
she don't,
snitching
she
right
don't
there.
rap at all. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Your
like,
honor.
no,
It's
I'm like,
him.
go
So I
with
press
it.
up on her, like in the room, like, come on, spit something, you know what I mean? Rap, you know what I mean? She raps. And I'm like, man, you the coldest rapper ever. You know what I'm saying? You the coldest female I ever heard, ever. Like, I'm like, man, this is crazy.
And this was when I was raw, I hadn't even really recorded at all. So I was like, I don't know, but.
So the same day I got her on the song. I get drunk and act a fool. That's the name of the song. It's on my album. I put her on the song. My dude, and it's funny though. We in the studio.
Yo, the artists take notes. You see throughout this whole interview, they done plugged about 8 songs.
Yeah.
For sure.
Just layered in the conversation.
No, I have to, 'cause
I just, you know.
I mean, but the story, that's the story, you know what I'm saying? But drunk and acting a fool, now this is gonna be funny. Now she a girl, you know what I'm saying? So she in the studio, there's a bunch of dudes, like we ain't, you know what I mean? We probably the hottest clique in the town too, so we've been killing shows, doing everything. She write her verse, and I put it on everything. I ain't put his name out there, but the guy, he like, man, she killed me. I gotta rewrite my verse. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he gotta rewrite his verse, all this stuff. Like, man, this is crazy, but it was a dope song. Drunk and Active Fool came out. Then we did another song together on that album. What was that? What was the song we did?
Penny Pinching?
Penny Pinching. Yeah, Penny Pinching was. Oh my God, when she did that one, I was like, man, we.
You know what's so funny though? Being a female in a group, I feel like there was no excuse. I had to come hard. I mean, we wasn't a group, but just being around all males in the room and them writing their raps and stuff, I feel like I have to go hard. I can't just bull crap my verses. And I literally would just like go toe for toe, round for round. Like I write so fast. I'll be done in like 5 minutes or like
15
less.
15 minutes or less.
Or less.
15
or less. I'm
less.
gonna say 5 at
That's
time.
recorded though.
Yeah, that's
I
recorded.
ain't saying that's just writing. That's recorded already laid.
There was one other song where I felt that type of tension when we did Slide Through.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
that was actually, we used that for the Trillionaire brand, our clothing brand. We used that song. And it's so funny because it was like, it's all guys in the studio. It's like 5 of us in there.
Yeah.
But I took it to another level. See how it is in the studio sometimes. The first one done get the first verse. I finished first.
Yeah.
I finished first that day.
Yeah.
And the other dude that was in there, he was mad low key. He wasn't mad, but he like, man, she big, but you could tell it was because we was looking at each other right and like, hold on, you ain't about to get me. And I swear I finished probably like a minute earlier than him, and that's how I got that first verse on that song. And I killed it.
Yeah, she killed it. I'm the engineer.
Make sure y'all check it out. Make sure y'all check it out. It's Slide Through. Y'all can check that out on social media too. And check out the clothing brand Trillionaire.
But the moon to the album is the story. All these stories that y'all hear, the whole album tells the whole story. You know what I mean? And ANC the clique. It was cool having her. She's more than just my wife. This is my best friend. That we done traveled the world together and seen a lot of things, and it's been a beautiful journey to share this with somebody like her. And that's just the whole key to the marriage thing. What we doing? People be like, man, y'all, is this a ploy or some kind of gimmick or something like that? No, we just telling our real story, what we really did. I mean, we really was underground artists that had to go to every hole in the wall and rap, and she was the one girl with the nice dress on, and
I was pregnant rapping.
Yeah,
you remember that?
Yeah.
I was pregnant rapping.
And
like this was
wanted
when I
some
was
Funyuns.
I'm like, man, I don't care. And I'm a struggling artist. Just go get my Funyuns, bro.
Kill me.
I'm out here
Kill me with the
disturbing.
Funyuns,
No, I
gang.
did. I
And
needed the hot ones though, but they was hot. They
that's
had
hot.
to be the hot ones.
We're in
I needed
Detroit.
my hot Funyuns.
You know, we from
Shout out to
Akron.
Detroit.
Yeah, we was in Detroit. I remember that.
Yo,
shit.
shout out to my nigga Ayo, man. That's my brother right there, man.
Yeah.
That's my guy. Dre Day, what up, man?
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, that's what's up. But we done moved around, and you know, we was the underdogs. You know what I'm saying? But we made it to where we wanted to get to.
And we all talk
You know
about
what I mean?
grind. That's why I always encourage artists. Remember that you got to put that time and that money into your career, invest in yourselves. Because I'm telling y'all, like we come from working, grinding, working the factory. I remember nights where I was taking off steel toes and putting on heels. I had to do what I had to do.
Right.
I'm pregnant, eating honey buns and Funyuns, but I'm trying to hide my stomach at the same time, and there was nothing promised at the end of it. But I just had a passion, and we wanted to do this thing. You know, so don't never give up on your dreams, but also understand that your dreams require they require money, time, investment.
Yeah, because I can remember scraping up that change to open up for Gorilla Zoe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we scraped
We
it
gotta
up.
put that
They
change.
outside like to the last penny, like we counted penny, like we didn't have it like that.
I
at the
remember
time.
shouts out to
You know what I'm
Peabody, that
saying?
promoter. He seen this come through with that change. He said, "Man, y'all keep the change." Man.
We ain't
It's
had no
cool."
crazy
Right,
You know,
respect.
we
bro.
had to do what we had to do. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we stayed down and stayed focused, and then that's the birth of Tree, and then that's the birth for us. You know, turning a hobby into a profitable business.
And I think
You
that's
know what I mean?
another reason why a lot of people respect us too, because we struggled together. It wasn't like we was that couple that was popping, and then because we sat around.
Yeah,
because
because the couples that was always popping.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
that's popping up top.
We wasn't the couple that popped. We struggled together. We stayed
Yeah.
strong together. We was around rich people together. We still had our focus like family
Yeah.
first. They rich, that's cool. We get our bag, it's coming. You know what I'm saying? But that's the type of grind and mentality we've always had.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
ANC. That's what that ANC about.
For sure.
Man.
Even when we went to P, like they made jokes when we was at Old Deuce when we did that interview in Cleveland.
Yeah, player
Hood,
style.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's called Hood T. Yeah, Hood.
Player T.
Yeah, player
Yeah,
South
exactly.
Player T.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Shout out to him for having us, and he was like, "How'd you feel about bringing her to the mansion? We know we good though. If we in the mansion, we good. It's all
He
business."
said, "Well, you took it to Master Peak, the mansion. I seen it with the gold ceiling. Like, how you? Ooh, did you hold her a little tighter? No, you know,
No,
we
it ain't
good.
no need
We
to.
know what it is.
We done passed the test
Yeah,
already.
We didn't pay them dues.
So,
we good. You know
and
what
shout
I mean?
out-
That's real, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, you think that your relationship is tight, and then a little money come around,
Russell
and people
Westbrook
act
come
funny.
around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mary J come through.
Oh, Ashanti.
Yeah.
Shiny slide through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you got to be solid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If your foundation good, you good. You know what I mean? You can't build a house on a shaky foundation. So the thing about it is our foundation is good. That's why I'm confident. You know what I mean? Because anyway, like I said, we best friends. I want my friend to win anyway.
Yeah.
She want me to win anyway. You know what I mean? That's what life about. You know what I mean? It ain't about I'ma hold you back or I'ma hold you down so I can shine a little boom. I'ma build you up because this might be your turn to hit the game winner, and then I might get the block.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
2016, man.
Right.
Kyrie hit the shot.
Right.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
LeBron got the block.
Right.
And Kevin Love played defense.
Right. And we all win, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's the thing. You know,
yeah.
it's about bettering our life. We got a family together. We got kids together, you know what I'm saying? So it's all about us winning, you know what I'm
See,
saying?
my big
Period.
thing too is like I'm big on spirituality. I believe in God, but I'm also big on spirituality. It's like I don't want to be responsible for you at the end of the day when you're on your deathbed to say that my wife held me back from something. I couldn't live with myself like that. So I need you to explore your options of the world and take everything that the universe got for you. Like I can't be the reason why you're not successful.
Right.
Leave me. Like I can't be the reason why you ain't a millionaire and changing millions of people's lives. If I'm the reason for that, then
Right.
I ain't the one for you.
Right.
You feel me? And that's
but-
deep, but that's so much. I'm not selfish.
Right.
Like that's sometimes.
And we both like that.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is she just my best option, regardless, because I got the best woman in the world, man. You know me, how I'ma change up and switch off of that, man. I got the best woman in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Let's throw the fist
Maybe I should have sat over here. Should have sat over here. You know what I'm saying?
He caused a division,
Yeah,
baby.
he called it division. I thought that when I came in too, so I'ma sit in the middle. I'm like, it's his show now. I don't know about that, dog. Maybe she's
You the
Maybe,
star.
you know what? Maybe I should have just been in the back. I'm walking on it.
Nah, we
It's all
appreciate you
good,
having us,
man.
man. We love the
no
set.
problem,
We love
no
your
problem.
energy as well.
No problem,
sure.
man. So, so again, congratulations on 10 million views.
Yeah.
Same chick.
Yeah, same chick. Y'all gotta. We need 11 million. You know what I'm saying? 10 is good, but 11 is better. So all you need to do is watch it about 1 million times. We'll get there. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
I wish it worked like that. It does for streams, but videos not so much. That one.
I'm
I
gonna
got
tell
a
y'all,
question for
man.
you guys before you guys get up out of here.
Yeah.
Since you guys, you said you did 10 million views right through YouTube.
Yeah.
So and this is for
Collectively.
World Star.
Warstar, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram.
Okay,
Just
all collectively. How
Yeah.
much have you done on YouTube specifically?
YouTube specifically, I think we probably at like 600,000, something like that. We ain't,
600,000?
yeah, you know,
Oh,
man.
okay.
Facebook, we had like 1.4. Instagram, we had 1.2 million. A lot of it was WorldStar. I think we was at like 7 million on
The
WorldStar.
majority came from
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
WorldStar.
Well, have you guys, and I mean, this is, you know, you don't have to answer this question or not, but have you guys seen the residuals from those streams?
You know, we
Of
seen
course,
some
of
residuals,
course.
man. That's why
That's
we sitting
important.
here with new jogging suits on.
No, seriously.
Hell yeah!
Those jogging suits, like, I was
He played
Man, you
too
show.
much.
I trying to get out your
No,
pocket.
but
see
as
that-
an artist,
you see
as
this
an artist,
Fitbit
you
I
gotta
got
make sure your
on,
paperwork
man?
is in order. As an
Well, no, I
artist, make sure your
understand that.
paperwork is in
But I
order.
just
See
wanted
these
to- I just wanted to get it out. I just wanted to get it from the horse's mouth because a lot of people don't feel like it's something that can be done. They don't
It
feel like,
can.
because I know personally, you know, the business, but a lot of people feel like, you know, they got to hear it from people who've actually done it
Yeah.
to
Right.
believe it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why
Yeah,
I
for
asked
sure.
the question.
Right.
that
Good
you gotta
question.
And let me
see
say this though
residuals
too,
from the-
and I
from the
want to
views.
tell y'all this though, as an artist, this is very important. We didn't find a trend and followed it. We became the trend by being ourselves and made it cool. So I think all artists, like some people have been gravitating and trying to do like duplicate what we doing, which if that's really is your life, then that's good. I think that that's a blessing because that's what it is about. It's about encouraging others to, you know, live their life to the fullest. We making marriage cool. That's how we live, you know.
Right.
But at the same time, if you're an artist and whatever you're into, find a way to make it trend. Find a way to make it pop. Don't look at the next thing because sometimes the next thing is already taken off and you might have missed that boat. So be authentic within yourself. Nobody thought marriage was cool like that. You know what I'm saying? Then start trending and people start coming out of nowhere like, hey, like y'all that married couple, you know, and then it turned into something else. But we didn't know that. We had to take the y'all goofy, y'all corny as hell. We don't want you in hip hop. We had to take y'all faking it. We took all that too, you know. So we decided to just stand strong on what we did and put ourselves out to the world. And then we got back the positive and the negative, but we didn't care because it was really our life. So everybody that's into the music, make sure y'all doing y'all thing. Be authentic with yourself and make it pop, make it work. Do what y'all gotta do.
To answer the business question, that you have to have your paperwork together though. You know what I mean? Like you can't just put your song up and it's on YouTube and you ain't got your publishing together and you ain't got the proper paperwork and you ain't published it the right way. You know what I'm saying? So you know, like for the artists that may be watching this for like educational purposes. You know, make sure you got your ASCAP or your BMI. Make sure you get a publisher. Make sure you do everything right. You know what I mean? So you can get paid. You know what I mean?
And we do offer consultations. You know what I'm saying? You can talk to Tvicks about that. You can drop them the number if you want.
Yeah, 330.
Please do that.
849-4722. It is possible, but you know it's a setup. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. It's like say if I just went to McDonald's and I just started, you know what I'm saying, dropping the fries. You know what I'm saying, and just started cleaning up. You know what I mean, and doing everything. I ain't gonna get paid for that. They just think if I started cleaning up the parking lot, went in there with my own stuff from home and started cleaning out the bathroom, they ain't gonna give me no money. It's over with. It was good that you did that. Thank you, but that's what a lot of artists is doing though. They just come in with their own stuff and they just cleaning up the parking lot, cleaning out the bathroom, and then they like, oh, why I ain't get paid? Well, you gotta fill out an application first.
And it's crazy because I was just saying this, and I put some game on my Facebook too. And I know a lot of talented people, and we do it, and I did it a lot. Like I would always drop video after video without the proper steps. I would just drop. If I felt like it, I'm gonna drop what's on my chest. I'm gonna put it out there. I know publishing behind or whatever. It's just me releasing it out to the world. What they gonna do with it? Get a bunch of views. Get a bunch of thousands of likes, thousands of views. Nothing in return. Because I just did it out of emotion. I feel like dropping it today. You know, the difference is between us a lot of times in your mainstream artists, the mistakes that I noticed I made is I release things without the proper preparation. They release those things. They might even say they freestyles, but you best believe they got that paperwork in line. So when you playing it, all them hits is getting racked up and they getting paid for that. And I think that's the difference between a lot of artists, and that's why we burn out, especially at such a beginner level. We don't never give ourselves the proper preparation. Like, we don't never set it up right.
So, all y'all artists, if y'all want to freestyle over same chick and get them views, I'm encouraging you to do that because we get paid every time y'all do it.
And that, my friend, is the challenge. I'm doing no
It's
more.
the same chick. Just to tell y'all about same chick. Let me tell you. So we never
the challenge game.
We kind of all over the place because our story is so long.
Sorry.
So he did music in high school. He continued on. I did music young and poetry. We continued on. Did showcases. Continued on. Did shows. Did our recent sold out shows in Cleveland. Continued on. Met P. Met A&Rs. Continued on. Kept grinding. So I just want to tell people like this is not a short journey. Like don't do music if you think it's just gonna happen. We talking about we've been together for 12 years.
Right.
So he was doing music before me. So you got to think about what we're really talking about. Like it takes a while to pop, and we still are just at the tip of the iceberg of our careers. You know what I'm saying? So just remember, you gotta put that time in and grind in, man. If y'all really want what y'all want. And then speaking of, just after that, making it to Master P. Shouts out to Master P and the No Limit family just for putting a stamp behind our music and just.
I got a lot of respect for Master P, and here's why. Like you know, you remember that Drink Champs with Snoop?
Yeah.
And he was talking about how he did his 3 albums and put him in a position to be a mogul. You know what I'm saying? A lot of record execs, record company owners, they don't do that. They like, okay, you're gonna make this money, and then you ain't no hit you out of there.
Yeah.
But the fact that P gave his artists, you know.
But he's still the same way too, and that's what's so crazy.
Yeah.
Like when he sat down with us and gave us the whole game, gave us all the support and all the backing we needed, and then told us like, do you like that? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna give you everything you need, but you gotta be in a position like you gotta set yourself up. Like you gotta do this for yourself too. At the end of the day,
Right.
You know, his mentality is still that way.
I see you for sure, but then once you show it, then boom. You know, like we learned a lot just about being on tour with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Probably the only artist to be on that stage. You know what I mean? That wasn't No Limit old artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We was doing that, but it's like you learn a lot just to seeing how he move and his day to day and his work ethic. And a lot, you want that type of money. You know, you gotta do that type of work, man. These guys be out working people. You be thinking these rich guys are sitting back, oh, they rich, that's why they got it. These guys be out working these dudes crazy, you know what I mean?
It's funny. It's funny. Oh, go ahead.
It's funny though. I'm gonna tell this one story and about Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Because when we was coming up, and I'll be tweaking. We was tweeting our stuff. Twitter was our big thing, you know, promoting our record back in the day. And I'm like, I would be on Twitter and it'd be like, man, I'm gonna get up before everybody and I'm gonna tweet. I'm gonna do this. And you know, the one person I will always see that's working just as hard as me was Diddy. And I'm like, man, Diddy, crazy rich. Like, what are you doing working like this? You know what I mean? Dude shooting commercials at
'Cause he crazy
4
rich.
o'clock at night and putting them up, and I'm like, man, I started watching these dudes' work ethic is just different. The time they put into this, it's different. You know what I mean? And
Being around it and seeing it too, and like just seeing people's careers that's really blossoming and they doing so well. I started sitting back like, look, I started making a number for myself. Like I only need a few million, and then I'm good because I'm not trying to live like they really grind so intensely that it's not even obtainable for some people.
Yeah, like my man, my partner, Al. I asked this man, does he sleep? You know, because I mean, you know, he does the photography, videography, make beats, rap.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like whatever you need.
Yeah.
You know,
that's how you gotta be in the game. And the funny part about it is, it's almost like basketball. If you really think about it, you take these professional athletes and they work out, they diet right. And they don't just play the game. They got their own training thing going on. After that, and it's like people look at music as something to do when you're lazy, but it's the same thing. It's the same thing as a professional athlete, man. You gotta work, and it's crazy when you gotta promote.
It's addictive.
You gotta it's so much work to do. It's crazy.
It's addictive.
You know,
you know, off camera. You know, I work from home. You know what I'm saying. So whenever I have like a lunch break or whatever, log off. Practice for the shows. Wife be like, man, you rehearsing? I'm like, man, look. I'm like, yeah, I do. And then the show go off good. You know what I'm saying? It go off good because you got to prepare. You got to, you know, the main thing is that, you know, for me, it's like, I don't really care how many times I mess up at the crib. I just want to get it right that one time.
Right.
That one time in front of the people when the lights is on. So, you know, it's definitely, it's definitely a grind.
And I know that struggle too.
Yeah, I know.
When we do the music, and I lock myself like
in the room,
and
like
I lock
crazy.
myself in the room.
I'd be like,
Like
man,
it's just crazy. He like,
you still
are you
a
gonna come
mama.
out? You
You
good?
still a mama.
You know, you still my wife, and
I
I'm like,
remember-
bro, I'm on a mission. I just need a month,
Yeah.
or I need 3. I mean, I've locked myself in,
Yeah.
not literally locked myself in there, but it seemed that way because I was so gone and like absent from the house, probably about 3 weeks.
But the thing about it is, I can remember when I used to do the 9 to 5. I was running the machine operator. But I'm trying to promote as hard as the machine running. So when you load the machine, I go load a message up to somebody. Click.
Seriously,
Boom. Then I go like this. Then I go like this. And I go like this. And I go like this. And I go like, and it's all day. And people say, man, it's crazy. Like how you got. We used to have a requirement of how many times you had to interact with people.
Yeah.
No, interact with people for our own company. Then we had a requirement of pieces too.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to be crazy. I'm gonna tell you, I ain't never told this story. I mean, back in the day, Twitter you could tweet 700 times a day.
He knew that because he would always max out.
That was the most you could tweet. You could tweet 100 times. And I ain't never said this in the interview, so this would be the first time. You could tweet 100 times in a 3-hour span. You know what I mean? So that would add up to 700 times.
Mm-hmm.
So what I would do is I would max it out. I'm going to max. I'm going as hard as I can go. And I'm setting an alarm when I'm asleep. So I know at 3 hours, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to do my tweets. I'm going to go back to sleep.
So that he could maximize.
So I can maximize my whole day. But this is how dedicated I had to be to get to where I wanted to get to. You know what I mean? Because I come from a spot where ain't nobody never made it.
Right.
So I got to do what ain't nobody ever did.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I got to, that's the only way I'm going to get to where I'm trying to get to. Yeah. And the work ethic ended up showing, you know what I mean, eventually. You know what I mean? But that's just how I was with what I was doing. I hated my job so much that I had to work so hard outside of work.
I think working that job too helped us to be like we didn't want to be there, so
Yeah,
like it helped.
yeah.
Because sometimes being content will like mess up your whole life and your dreams and everything because you content.
But the funny part about the job is I didn't really hate the job. I just felt like I was more than the job.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely.
I wanted. You know what I'm saying? It was like this is not my purpose. I wasn't born to be a machine operator. You feel what I'm saying? This ain't what I want to do. I ain't never wrote that on a piece of paper nowhere. But if you look at my high school,
so where'd y'all go to high school?
I went to North High School.
Okay.
Garfield.
She went to Garfield. But if you look at my high school yearbook, they say he was excited
Booked
about his
Griffin
music.
right here.
Booked him?
Okay.
Okay,
My nephew just graduated.
yeah.
You like me to fuck
We
y'all?
get y'all. You know where to get y'all. You know what it is.
Like, fuck y'all.
You know we trying to get y'all.
I'm neutral, man.
But if you
No.
You just graduated from book.
Yeah, I'm neutral now.
So,
You know,
man. So here's the thing. I'm born
neutral
and
now.
raised in Cleveland.
Right.
Like my aunt who lived in Akron, right? Her husband died.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my mom wanted to be close to her, so she moved us to Akron my senior year.
What? Why did that happen?
And you end up going to the wrong school.
So I ended up going to Booker. Then from there I went to Kent and so on and so on.
Yeah.
But that's how I ended up going to Booker. You know, I moved my last year. So it's like, so when I come back home, the question that everybody asks you is, man, what high school you went to? I'm like, you went to Glenville, you went to Shaw? I'm like, man, I went to Booker. They're like, oh, I heard of Booker, okay.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, because Booker got a name, though.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay. He's like, how that happened? I was like, man, look. And I got to tell the story again.
Tired of getting whooped by Booker because they used to put some whoopings on us, though, back in the day. Every sport. Tear us up.
Well, look, we really appreciate you guys stopping by today. And we really appreciate you guys sharing your story because that's something that a lot of people need to hear.
Absolutely.
Especially when it comes to black love and the black family.
Right.
We definitely trying to get back to that. So where can I want you guys to break down, not break down, but tell us about the event coming up. Give us the date, the time, stuff like that, as well as you guys' Instagrams and places that you guys can be contacted. Oh, and we will post it on the page as well.
Okay.
We got it up now, actually.
So basically, we are doing the $1 Million Baby Showcase. We're going to have Sean Dollar Bill there, the head A&R for PTE, the label, Miami Mike, and then also also is going to be on June 17th at the Barberton Masonic Hall. That's 107 Fifth Street, Northwest Barberton, Ohio, 44203. I'm kind of reading it off. But yeah, y'all definitely want to be there, all artists. It's a great opportunity to network and then also get yourself heard by some big executives in the business. And then also you can follow us at Tvicks_Miss Dean on Instagram.
Right.
You can also follow for the clothing, Trillionaire
Official Trillionaire.
on IG.
On IG. And Facebook, tap in with Tvicks and Miss Dean and Official Trillionaire on Facebook too.
Yep.
And make sure y'all shop for all this hot drip at officialtrillionaire.com.
Yeah, it is a little fresh.
Yeah, I
job
appreciate
work.
that. We
Yeah.
got them available.
You gotta wear what you wear.
You gotta wear what you
Jordan
wear.
with the J's on. I see
Yeah.
the matching J's. and
Yes, you
everything.
got
For
to.
sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
We
Y'all caught me off guard,
I'm a-
man. I'm usually trillied up, but you know.
I'm gonna
I'm
tell
out
y'all
of
something with this
character.
trillionaire. We tired of seeing people wear balls and skulls and bones and all this stuff they don't understand. We believe human life is priceless, so we encouraging people to wear what they worth. There's never been a man walking the face of the earth worth $1 trillion. So you, sir, you a trillionaire. You a trillionaire. You, ma'am, you a trillionaire. We all trillionaires because, hey, our life is priceless. So put it on. Put the trillionaire on, please.
Put the trillion on. Trillion.
Yeah. Truly, yeah. Yeah, for sure. But, yeah, it was great. It was great. Glad for y'all to have us. Tvicks and Miss Dean. Go stream that Zamanda, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Hottest album out right now.
And it's on all digital platforms.
Everywhere.
So once again on IG, that is Tvicks_Miss Dean, and then Official Trillionaire.
Official Trillionaire.
Yeah.
All right, so we out of here. Your boy Richie Carlisle. Check us out. Quiet Taste Show. We out of here. Thanks.